So starting a boot build, I'm building it all myself. 12-inch sub here, 12-inch sub here. It's all been sealed. This is all going to get wrapped. No screws. This has been done with dowels all around. Got a seal around here now. Doweled the back, doweled the bottom, all sanded off, and that's just the sub. So this is the other part. So it's been boxed in. This is where the spare wheel would be, and then you're going to be able to look through to see the compressor, the air tank for the air ride. It's going to sit along here, and then the sub box is going to be at the back. This is going to be on a hinge, so you'll be able to lift it up to access everything underneath. And then I'm going to be putting some lights up in here to shine that. It's coming along very nice. And I've got an access point at the back there where the tubes or pipes and cables are going to be going through. So I've made my template now. This is pretty much what I'm going to need when I do it with the MDF. It's always good to do a template. This now literally just slots nicely up in that corner, and then just curves around the necessary areas here, joining up to the same bit on the bottom. This also allows for this on the Mercedes, it kind of with the hinge, it follows down forward, and then it shuts. Perfect. I do want to do a little something here, but I'm only going to be able to bring it to about here basically, because this needs to rotate down. But I do want to make it look a bit nicer. Maybe just get a bit of a triangle piece in here. But that's pretty much. Obviously, you can imagine it when it's all. You know, I'm hoping I can get a 6x9 in here. It's yeah, if I can. But then again, I still need to have a door on there. Or do I not put a door and just take out a side piece when I need to get to the light? I don't know, but that's pretty much what it's going to look like anyway. And then obviously the sub end will go at the back. But let's get this MDF piece cut, because that now it's actually quite a very nice looking piece. So the next part I'm doing now is another template. I want to be able to put a flat piece down the bottom, so you haven't got all of this space here. So the plan now is just basically slot this down in here, and then I should be able to then have it so it sits a little like that. Look at that. So it'll finish nicely on the corner here. So it'll join up together, and it's just following it around. So when this is actually carpeted, it'll be a lot nicer. And the view then, if that'll just stay there for me, the view then from the boot will be the subs here. I'm really tempted to maybe put an amp on here instead of a 6x9, and that's just falling down there. Great. And then obviously I'll have a platform here then, and that's pretty much the next step I'm working on. So now the plan is to obviously make this now using the MDF, and then connecting it all together, and hopefully we'll have a nice piece in the corner. But template all day long. If you're doing something like this, get a bit of cheap flipping ply, and then you can just mess about, because you'd rather mess up with this than mess up on actual plyboard. So this bit here now I've got where that sits nicely up in that corner, because I've got that sort of brace going along there. Now there was no need for me to really do this sort of like fancy bit here. I done it because it's just personal preference. I like it. It's going to give it a nice bit of look, and the carpet I'm going with is going to be black as well. So I'm hoping it's not going to be this sort of type of carpet, but it will be plain. So hopefully it'll blend in nicely. But this finishes nicely on the bottom. There's a little finger gap here, which is absolutely nothing, because when the carpet's on, it'll connect nicely around there. But she's coming together. It's going to be looking nice. Not doing anything underneath here, because you're not going to see it, you know. Maybe in the future I might look at doing something with it, but as of right now, I'm quite happy with the build, because you're going to be looking at it from that sort of angle. You're going to have the subs here. There will be an air tank, which I haven't. The air tank, I got a funny feeling, is going to come sort of here and sit across the top of this. So I don't know how that's going to happen, but now I need to get more of this MDF, because I need to do this on that side, and I've run out. But for the time being, I'm going to get this template done up now in MDF and get it connected, and I will be back with you in probably about 2 seconds. Alright, so this is our template. Like I said, do a template, because otherwise you'll be devastated if you mess it up. So I've taken a template now, just put it onto this piece that I am going to be using. This is going to be the final piece. Basically drawing a line around with it with a pencil, and this is what we're going to be cutting out now. So I'm just using a jigsaw. That's what I've used on all of it. So for me, it's a lot easier. Maybe somebody out there might use like a router tool, but whichever is easiest for you guys. So here we go. Right then, so this is going to be our final piece now. What I've been doing on, you know, you can use sandpaper. I'm literally just using this. Don't even know what grit it is, but it's working. It's working great. And I just basically turn it on, sand off the edges, smooth it off, round it off, and just make it look nice. So there's no sharp edges. Looks like I made a knife. But yeah, you can see basically, obviously this is your sharp edge now, you know, and now you got just a nice smooth edge. Obviously when I wrap the carpet around, it'll be finished. Okay, so I'm very happy with this turnout so far. Flipping heck alive. Right, so there you go. Obviously this side's not done yet. My speakers have arrived for the subs, which is freaking awesome. So they will be going in soon. That is the back bit. This is where obviously the compressor will end up being. The tank then is going to be shooting literally from here, so a bracket here, right the way across, a bracket here, and then going down underneath and then in, and then the same, so down and then into there as well. This here now, I am very happy with the look of that. It's got a little bit of forbidden style to it, and this now is solid and set in here, held on with 3 screws, one right at the back there, one there, and then wood glue running along there. So that is perfect. This I don't know if you can see, so here now I can't even get a pencil in there, so that's nice and tight along the carpet line. Got a bit of a gap here, which is okay, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, that is starting to come together nicely. So imagine that now just all in black carpet with some red lights in it. Yeah, it's going to look absolutely sick. So now got to go down to B&Q because I've got to get one more of these boards to finish off that side. But guys, I can't even get over that. I can't get over it. That there now, it's really starting to come together nice. Stay tuned. Right, here we go, another one. So, you've seen what we done yesterday, with the boot sort of looking like that at the moment. I'm now doing, doesn't really need to be done, I'm doing it for my own personal preference. Nice little fancy piece here now, to go around this side. If you just come over here now, we've got, this now is basically just going to slot in like this. It's nice and tucked in on the corners over here, following it around. We do have a little bit of a gap, but that's absolutely fine, because obviously when we put the carpet on, I don't want to be having it too tight, because then obviously it's going to push these corners out that I've mic'd around here. But basically now, under here, where my hand is, there's going to be a light rigged up, and that light then will shine in that direction over this sort of perspex, and shine around to give it that real sort of smart look. So yeah, that is our template. Like I said on the last one, do a template, because if you mess up, I messed up 3 times with this, but now I've got this, I can now put it against the next bit of MDF and cut out the next piece, which you will see in about 2 seconds. Here we go. Right, so we've got our temporary piece that I've used to sort of notch out over and over again after the 3rd attempt of doing it. Put it onto the bit of MDF that we will be using, like it's going to be the permanent piece. Basically penciled around it. All I gotta do now is cut it out. Let's get it done. Okay. Right, so we've got our piece now. It's literally, yeah, it's all sanded off nicely and smooth. Hopefully it fits first time. So here we go. In here, that is just going to sit nicely like that, and that now will be even on both sides. And when the carpet is all done, all I gotta do now is just make 2 little blocks, one here, to be able to sit it on, screw that down onto the main floor over here, and then ready to have the lights rigged up underneath. Hopefully we should start carpeting this tomorrow. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so I've just got my 2 pieces of here now, literally a bit of 3x2. If you come here now, that is going to basically sit one by there, one by there, and then this piece should sit nicely on top, tucked in to each plastic edge. And that is pretty much what the look is going to look like. So there you go, that'll literally shine onto the perspex and down each side of the wood. Tomorrow now is the big day. We're going to be flipping carpeting it. So I'll try and get a couple of videos of me doing that, because that's going to be really fun. But there you go. I am well happy with that.